Okay. Okay, we'll skip that. Let's call Mama called AI. Mama called AI. You're there already? You're there? Okay. What's very between Mama called AI and Mama Link? Like, I didn't call you guys before. I think Mama called AI. Okay, good. Swift Clinic rather. Swift Clinic. Please, move over there. Please, everyone here has to be the one pitching in the first block. So if you're not pitching, please help us move over here. Thank you so much. We can have our moderator now.
All right, a round of applause for Mr. Emmanuel Owolabi. All right, thank you very much. Now the time you have been preparing for, you've been praying, you've been hoping, you've been hacking, it's finally here. It's time for you to make your pitch towards the judges, and I will be introducing the judges once again. All right. Tenacity, integrity, the ability to command the room anywhere he steps into. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your hands busy as we make welcome Dr. Femi Fashola of Lakeshore Cancer Center. A round of applause for him. Innovation, partnership, the ability to bring results in a short time is one that is seen in the person I'm about to introduce to you. Ladies and gentlemen, with a round of applause, please celebrate Mr. Adedamola Oloko, the team lead, Innovative Partnership and Investment, AXA Mansard. Round of applause for him. All right. The ability to create something out of nothing is seen in this person I'm about to introduce to you. Please celebrate Mr. Shino Arokundade, the co-founder and CEO, Maitua. Please a round of applause for him. You've seen him on your screens. His ability to convey information, his ability to influence across different generations is so superb. I'm talking about the one, the only, Dr. Olawale Ogunlana, the CEO of Healthcraft Africa. A round of applause for him. We have in our midst somebody who has a niche for excellence, one who has the ability to transform situations and give the right results. I'm talking about Mr. David Orok, the CEO, No Code Africa. A round of applause for him. Bold, articulate, ability to deliver. I'm talking about the one, the only, Miss Jenny Wokoe, the CEO of Clafia. A round of applause for her. One with innovations that are out of this world. He has the heart, the tenacity of a lion. He is the one, the only, Mr. Michael Omidele, the CEO and founder, Clinify. A round of applause for him. And last but certainly not the least, from New York to Baltimore to Chicago and now Victoria Island, his work speaks volumes across continents, across nations, and across thousands of lives. You have seen him on your TV screens, you have seen him on your phone screens. Now you have him here physically. I'm talking about the legendary Dr. Julius Conley-Oni. A round of applause for him once again. Thank you for having us, sir. Thank you for having us, ma'am. All right. Teams, are you ready? I didn't get a response. Teams, are you ready? So as already announced, you just have 2.5 minutes. So be clear, be bold. The ability to convince your judges is very, very important. Your slides should be ready by now. Your demo should be ready. So we'll be starting with the block 1 pitch and promotion. So the first team that Mr. Emmanuel will be called, can we have you up on stage, please? All right, a round of applause for them as they make their way to the stage. Thank you.
So please, even if your team lead comes up here, I want to see all of you because the requirement to do this has to be at least 3. So that will be part of your criteria here. Please be fast. So this is Team World Watch. Let's put up the slide. Team World Watch.
So, good morning, everyone. I'm Ozioma, and we are from Team World Watch. And our system we'll be talking on today is called World Watch. And so, basically, this system is a hybrid system and is an AI-assisted patient monitoring and accountability system. So, patients don't only suffer from illness, but they suffer from negligence in a hospital setting. So what my system does is the moment a patient logs into the hospital, the system ensures that the nurses or the hospital healthcare workers assigned to that patient is accountable for that patient. Make sure they check in the patient and everything concerning the patient. So our system is made up of 3 AI layers, and we have the first layer, that is the rule-based system. And basically, what this does, it is inspired by News 2, that is National Early Warning Score 2, and this gets input from patients. That is like your patient's basic vital signs when admitted into the hospital. And when this gets input from those patients, it ensures that the current state of the patients don't exceed a certain threshold. If the patient exceeds that certain threshold, it begins to
Where's the team after?
Sorry, Team Rescue. There's a bit of difficulty. So just go to your seat, don't worry. We'll call you up. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Please, if I call your team names, the team lead should go to the back and take your slides to the back so you can have it again. Because the way you sent it, some person's slides are not available on the emails. All right, so just do this within 10 minutes, please. Team Pintra, Team WordWatch, okay, you want that, sorry. Code Red, please go for your slides. Team Lead, Healing Pro, VG Earth, Team Rescue, Lifeline Team, MedFlow, ARETE, Clinical Coders, Optical Intelligence Laboratory, Vital Mama, Universal Care Initiative, Mama Care AI, Little Giant, Team Sentinel, Lifelink Technologies, Team Apex, Oracle Labs, Evercare, Medica, Mama Link, Vivara, Mama Code AI, Swift Link, Synapse Squad, Independent Professional Research-Oriented Team, Climate Watch, Nexus, Dev Geeks, Team Ped AI, Taz Earth, Team Tom's Doc, Echo Earth, only team leads, please, or the person with the slides, please. Team Tom's Docs, and then Echo Earth and C Connect Well, or Connect Well, if I'm correct. Yeah, those are the people. So we'll still continue. Okay, so let's have Team Rescue. Sorry.
What if I told you that without a physical doctor, you can save a life in 30 seconds? Yes, that's why we built Rescue. Good morning, esteemed judges, co-participants, and my distinguished audience. My name is Bantele Inoluwa. This is Alao Breakthrough, and this is Akondere Tomwa. We're a very beautiful team of 10. We built in a country called Nigeria with 400 million population. 2.4 million people die annually, and 1.2 million people die because of lack of emergency response. This is due to the fact that there's a system that is not built to ensure that it guides people to understand what to do when emergency sets in. That's why we built Rescue.
Rescue is a real-time emergency response and coordination system that is designed to eliminate delay. How does Rescue does this? In 3 slides and in 3 points. 1, immediate response. When there's an emergency and a user triggers Rescue chatbot, you can describe the situation using text and speech, and then Rescue give you few first aid guideline steps along with visual images to guide you. Also, this is provided and available offline, so in cases where there's no internet, you can access them, making anyone around become a first-time responder. Secondly, smart routing. After generating a first aid requirement, it then routes you to suitable hospitals that are classified not because of only proximity, but capability and capacity. Also, we have smart routing, yes, and then it alerts the hospital. In what sense? When you pick or select a hospital to attend, what Rescue does is that it sends a message to the hospital and then tells them to prepare them for a patient waiting. This eliminates risk and makes treatment on arrival possible. We didn't put or neglect Nigeria challenges. We made sure it was part of what informed our infrastructure. So when there's no internet, SMS is added, and when you have no access to smartphones, you can make voice call through to put it to the hospital. Next.
Okay, so in technical terms and how the model works, we have the one tap triggers the emergency session. So we have a mobile app for it, which works now just for Android users and later will be for the iOS users. So we have the need help and the emergency contact part. So the need help is when someone is going through, maybe there is in a classroom where someone collapses, you tap either the need help or the emergency contact. The emergency contact actually is just to give a message to any nearby hospital, tell them that, oh, there's an emergency, and then the hospital either accept or reject in case they don't have the facilities needed for that kind of emergency. So for the need help, you type in, oh, my sister does collapse, she's foaming from the mouth, so and so, explain what is going on. And if you cannot type, you can say your voice. So there's a speech to text where you say what's going on and it will give you rapid answer immediately, tell you what to do, and also tell you that, oh, there's a hospital that is on their way, or there's a hospital that is on their way to pick you up. But before that, do this, do that. Like, okay, for seizures, for example, seizures, when someone is going through a seizure, it will tell the person, let the person, any tightness in the neck, and any hospital medical resources that the person is supposed to do, they will tell you to do that before the arrival of the ambulance.
We have built a system to ensure that no life is lost with the use of rescue app. So if you have the same phone you used to take a recording to show that somebody is about to die, you can use that same phone using rescue to save a life today. Thank you so much for your time. God bless.
Thank you very much. Now we'll be taking the questions from the judges.
Hi guys, well done on the amazing work. 2 key questions though. When a patient has an emergency, what's the plan to get the patient from where the emergency happened to the hospital? There was no comment on that. And I think secondly, what's the plan for this is still idea, right? What's the plan for launch? Are you planning to onboard hospitals one after the other? Are you planning to work with the government? Are you planning to, what's the plan for that? Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the question. So what we do for patients from the point of incidence is that once you send a request in the app, immediately, with the help of AI, it helps you locate the nearest hospital, like you said, with capabilities and all of those things. Whilst that is going, you can be able to check your triage through how severe the condition is. Is it critical, is it mild, or is it a situation you can handle? If it's a critical situation, the AI immediately sends a message to the hospital, and the ambulances are on their way immediately. So what this app literally does is that it bridges the gap. So for example, before the incident to the point of getting to the hospital, something has to happen in between. What is happening in between is what this app is doing. So I'm telling you, do this, mount pressure, give this person CPR, push this person on the chest, open this and do that, whilst the ambulance is on its way. And to bring the solution to what we do about the ambulances, that's why we're going to launch into a partnership with, first thing first, we're piloting in Lagos. That is going to help us to partner with Lagos State government and give us the grace to have the ability to do ambulances that can be able to be sent out for all of these things. So our traction is in the first 0 to 3 months. We're going to work on this app, ensure that it's built well, the AI, everything is working well. From 3 months to 6 months, we are going into partnerships immediately to Lagos State government, getting sponsorship and onboarding hospitals immediately and teaching them how to use the app. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for your presentation. Really appreciate it. So the question I want to ask, your presentation didn't talk about multiple languages because with what I'm seeing on screen, it's only perhaps just in English language, but then the person that would need emergency care will probably be speaking in Yoruba or Igbo or Hausa. What exactly, how do you plan to address that?
Okay, so the app was built using, the AI power using machine learning. And we also use natural language processing, whereby Pidgin, Yoruba, and English can work with it. So we started, and Igbo can work with it. So we started with the normal native languages, but we intend to also proceed to other languages that we don't really like, TIV, but the basic ones, the Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, and Pidgin. Yes, to be able to respond back to them in that native language, yes.
Okay. Great job on your pitch. I actually have 2 questions. The first question is that I would like to learn more about your background. I didn't hear much about like what you guys do. And the second question I have is like, how do you intend to make money from what you've built? Thank you.
With background, let me just say my part. Okay, I'm the AI ML engineer on this.
I'm the front-end and back-end developer for this project.
Okay, so I'm the business analyst and strategist for the business, and also we have a medical practitioner that is also guiding us in these things that we're doing. So how do we tend to make money from this app? Very beautiful question, because it's all about making money. So what we want to do is that we are going to make sure that hospitals put on the app, they pay some subscriptions monthly. So because we are trying to, apart from the fact that we're bringing people like emergency to their emergency unit, they are also making money off the whole thing that is going on. So we plan to use them, like they are going to pay some subscription fees. And aside that, we plan to, for like what my team member said was that we're going to use for rural environments, we're going to use a kind of like SMS bot and all of those things. So we want the users to be able to pay a certain fee for the SMS usage. And aside that, we are also trying to partner with, so if we get when we get a partnership with the government, we have a ton of ambulances that are there. So we can be able to lease out these ambulances to hospitals that need it in dire need. So those are one of the ways, few ways we are going to make money from the app. And aside that, there's an onboarding consultation with a medical doctor on the app. So those medical doctors will also pay us for using our platform to be able to reach out to people that are in dire need, because not everybody would necessarily be in the state of emergency. So people just need to know, okay, what can I do right now? This is how I'm feeling. So we're going to have an onboarded doctor on the app. So the doctor will have to pay us for it. So the app is basically free for users because it's an emergency app. Obviously, you can't pay for it. So, but with the other perks that come with the applications, we can be able to make money from it. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for that very articulate presentation. So I just have one question for you, and so I would like you to just give me a one-word answer. And my question goes thus: what specific health system gap are you addressing? What specific health system gap are you addressing with your app?
Emergency responses.
All right, thank you.
So it's not really a question, it's just maybe a suggestion in terms of research. So first of all, is more of emergencies. Maybe you might have to do research in terms of which of those emergencies fall into outpatient care and inpatient care. So based on that, you have to factor in the bed capacity. It's not just sending a patient to an hospital. The hospital might not be able to admit, right? Because they just don't have enough capacity, right? So it's just more of also, you also have to do research in terms of most emergencies that happen, which ones happen with people around. Because if I have this app and I'm in dire need, right? Let's say I'm unconscious, it's not solving my problem, right? So it's more of research in terms of, are you solving for emergencies where I can still assist myself, or emergencies where I have people around? So that means I have to have my family and friends, right, added on that app. So, it's just, you understand where I'm going, right? Yeah.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. I just wanted to say something on what you said, sir. Sorry, sir. Okay, so you made about the bed spaces. Yes, that's why when an hospital is about to onboard on the app, you tell us that this is your capacity. So when you cannot fill in those capacities as at that time, the AI helps you to reroute to another hospital that might have a free bed space. So, and the common type of things that happen, that's why on the app, it's not displayed here. On the app, we have a offline feature where we highlighted similar cases. For example, you are not breathing, we know you can do CPR, so we have highlighted, okay, CPR, bleeding. So all of those things are already highlighted to ensure that even if you are not online, we have a quick response to the fact that you need something to do at that point in time. Thank you, sir.
Please, let's give him a round of applause, please. Healing Pro, come forward. Healing Pro, thank you. Let's appreciate them too. All right, please. We want to henceforth adhere to the time. You have just 5 minutes to do everything. So 2.5 to represent.
Next is Team Pintra. Please come on stage. Team Pintra. Team Pintra. Where are you people now? Okay, the next one, Team Code red. Code red. Okay, quickly.
Setting the timer. Okay. Good morning, judges. Meet Alex. He was involved in an accident but survived. He went to the hospital but he died because the O negative blood he needed at that moment was just 10 minutes away, but it was unreachable. In Nigeria, we collect about 500,000 units of blood annually, which is less than the 2 million units needed according to WHO standard. And so this gap has made a lot of lives, has cost a lot of lives. So what exactly are we bringing? It's not that blood does not exist, it is just that it is not connected. So we created Code Red, an AI platform that connects hospitals, blood banks, and blood donors in real time, making blood available and promoting voluntary donation in Nigeria. How does the system work? So the hospital makes a request. The platform reviews the request, finds nearby donors and banks, checks for compatibility, ranks the best donors, notifies them, and boom, we move to delivery. Next slide. So our target market, we have hospitals and blood banks. What do we bring to the table? Real-time blood inventory, offline capabilities in low resource setting, a multilingual system, and delivery tracking, real time. Next slide, please. So how do we make money? We have subscription plans for hospitals and blood bank. We have the classic and the premium plan with logistics available for the classic plan. For the transactional revenue, we will make it through emergency blood delivery and organized blood drive collaborations. And also for the 1 million naira seed, we intend to use 40% for AI advancement, staff 30%, logistics 15%, marketing 15%, and we will, in 3 years' time, we aim to make a whopping 85.9 million revenue annually. So our market validation, we conducted a small survey here in Babcock using, and also Ijebu Hospital, and we got 100% of respondents, doctors and house officers interested in our solution. So this is our demo. Okay, so, all right, so it's supposed to play. It's not, sorry.
All right, thank you so much for that. Questions from the judges?
Just a question. How do you handle logistics? Is it going to be owned by you or you're outsourcing your logistics?
Wait, sorry, hold on. Take all the questions.
Okay, thank you so much for that presentation. Regarding the subscription model that you said, for the hospitals, did you do a background research to understand how much hospitals will be willing to pay or part with, to have a better understanding about it? I just really want to know because I saw some of those figures there. I felt that most of the private hospitals that we know of might find it very difficult to be paying or coming up with 200K per month as an expense for just blood. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. First off, comments. I think I like the presentation. I think Code Red and you're wearing red, interesting. You're talking about blood, so I think the branding alignment definitely makes sense. Starting off with a story as well, I think it caught my attention from the beginning, so well done on your presentation. I think the question I have will be on in terms of the problem. So you mentioned that you had some engagement with persons. So maybe in line with what he said, how much of a pain did they share with you that this is, and why do you think that is something that you need to pursue?
Well done, Coach. So my question is, how does your system improve outcome compared to the current hospital and blood bank practices? Your system, how does it improve the outcome compared to the current hospital and blood bank practices?
So for the logistics, what we plan to do is, firstly, because we can't buy all of these motorbikes and cars, but we intend to start with motorbikes because they are faster and they would give faster delivery. So we want to collaborate with or partner with companies like GoCarda and Childec that already have motorcycles running, and so they get a commission off whatever profit we get from our logistics. Then for the payment is not permanent. It was, the survey wasn't able to capture even the payment, but that's just the amount we kept for now, but we are willing to change it. And yes, it's subject to change. And lastly, how it affects hospitals and blood banks is that when donors come, or when there are patients that need blood and emergency, or emergency blood is needed, right? We are able to connect them very fast, which is something that they have to do through WhatsApp calls, and but our system offers automatic connection. So I think that's...
Sorry, just one observation. So it might be difficult to outsource it because you need a specific temperature for the blood, right? So you can't retrofit existing bikes to do deliveries for you, right? So just keep that in mind.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, Team Pintra, thank you so much. Team Pintra.
Team Pintra. Then VGLs, get ready. VGLs, you are next. MedFlow, you are next. Then Arete, you are next. Well, this time around, when we call you not available, we strike out your team name.
A woman is bleeding after childbirth. A child suffers severe anemia. And an accident victim walks into the emergency room. But then everything stops. Even though the doctors are available and the facilities is well equipped, we need blood. The Giant of Africa faces more than 1.2 million shortage of pint of blood. And this accounts for more than 1 million preventable deaths in a year. And so we are here today with a system because we know that this is not just a medical problem, it's a system failure. We are here with a system that is sustainable, that is reliable, and is dependable, because we can't just afford to leave this to chance and luck. We have to work on the system.
And that system is Pintra. Next slide. Introducing Pintra. Pintra is a blood donor relationship management system designed to help you store records of your donors and track them even for future donations. So the workflow is very simple. A donor comes to you, then you get their blood, then you store their records, and you'll be able to check their eligibility status after a while to even retain them for future donations or when there's demand for blood. Next slide. Next slide. Now, according to our demo, you can see here, there is the dashboard for the hospitals where they can manage the donors. And if you want to have a blood drive, they can also have the blood drive. And our system automatically flags donors if they're eligible or not and sends them automated reminders. Now, you might wonder, who exactly have we built this for?
Okay, so this is built for hospitals, organizations, and NGOs, where a subscription fee of 15,000 naira is being charged monthly and 100 naira per record of donors stored. So reminders and messages are being sent to each donors and is being charged for 15 naira. So who exactly are we?
Team Pintra is a team of 4 comprising of medical doctors in training, scientists in training, and technical persons with a combined experience of over 20 years. Now, this whole pitch is supposed to last for 2 minutes, and according to the WHO, every 2 minutes in Africa, someone needs blood dearly, meaning that right now, someone needs blood. Who is saving them? With Pintra, we're not just building a solution to stop or reduce the shortage of blood in Africa. We're building a structure, a future where access to blood is reliable, predictable, and no longer a cause of death.
Thank you so much. Questions from the judges. Okay, sir.
Thank you for that wonderful presentation. Just a quick question. Of the 500,000 that are being collected right now, a good number of those blood are actually getting expired and are poorly stored and frankly, contaminated. Have you thought a little bit about how to manage, even if you are able to get the numbers up to 1 million, 1.5, 1.8 million that is needed, the cold storage facilities needed for that? I think those may be some of the major problems, not necessarily, well, I think we need to increase the numbers of people donating, but how do we manage the storage?
Thank you for that question.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you very much for that amazing presentation. So I see more in this presentation, you've been talking about blood, but there are different other blood products apart from just packed cells. Or what is your plan for all those products like, packed cells, other forms of blood products, because they require a different form of storage? Do you put that into consideration as well? Thank you very much.
Yes, so my question will be on the AI bit. So what exactly, clearly, does the AI do in your solution?
All right, so our platform is not meant
Sorry,
to...
please, hold on, one more
question.
Yeah, great presentation. So just one quick question. So like what screening measures do you have in place? So, you're trying to do good, but it doesn't end up doing bad by infecting, the wrong person, right? Which kind of piggybacks off this question, right?
All right, thank you very much for the